we went straight to, went by some American Samoa for just a little bit. And then we went over to British Samoa and unloaded the ship and everything. And of course we had, later on there, we had an airfield. We had a base in town, and we had a base at the airport. Some of us lived at the airport, and some of us lived at the airport. I mean, downtown. We lived in a church, and everything. So we loaded and unloaded everything that come in out for the airport and everything, and took it out there and what have you. And if there's anything we wanted and it was on them, we'd take it. And this one time, the guy had got, it was in the evening, he had he had a trailer behind him, and it was loaded with beer. Stacked, the way they stacked it on there, and it was, you could turn it over before it fall off. So he brought it up to the barracks where we was at in town there, and he said, we'll take this over in the morning. We'll take this out in the morning. Well, the next morning, there's no beer on the trailer. It's gone. They raised holy heck over it too. We come down there and trying to find it where it was at. What happened? We took it down in the village to the ones that we knew in the village, and there they sleep on the ground, but they have up the huts upstairs. They have a platform up here, so that's where we put all this beer and a lot of these utensils. That's where we had it. We have beer all the time, and the guys that come from the base out there, of course, you got 2 beers a day is what they allowed you, and they'd come down, and we'd always in the trash can, big galvanized trash can we'd get ice every day, and it was full of beer all the time, and they could sit there and have a couple beers with us too. But if some food we wanted, we took the food too. Whatever was there, we wouldn't take it, you know. And I know up in Nanameo, up after it's up there, we had this LST to come in. It was high tide, but when the tide went out, he got hung up on the reef and put a hole in the bottom of the rock thing, put a hole in there, and he couldn't get off. So we had to unload that, and we put that, and me and another guy, me and him was 2 of the last ones that come away from out there after it was cleaned out. Everything was off of there. And I had a box of cherries, gallon jugs of cherries on my ground. So the infantry was there with us. They done the work and we just done hauling. So anyway, I said, they said, told us about it. I said, you want one of them? They said, yeah. So they took a couple of gallons of the cherries. We kept one for ourselves, and they gave one to our lieutenant. So the next morning, I'm up there cleaning my truck out because I had busted jars of mustard did all run down all into the buildings and them things. So I'm down in there cleaning it out and everything. So I heard this banging on the side. So I went up there and I said, yeah, what's the matter? And it's a lieutenant, and it's a colonel. He says, what'd you do with them cherries around here? I said, what cherries? He said, cherries on this truck yesterday. I said, I don't know cherries on this truck. I said, the only thing I know is mustard. I got it all down here in the bottom there. And he said, I ain't talking about the mustard. I'm talking about these cherries. I said, but I don't know anything about no cherries. And so they left. because I had give the lieutenant a gallon of them too. He didn't say anything either, and everything. And he put them two guys, he had the people in charge of the quartermaster there. He had them put pup tents outside of his tent. They had to stay out there for about a week. He had them out there on account of he didn't get the cherries.